Destiny Incorporated. I'm here to tell you about the roadmap to True Destiny. So basically, I'm going to kind of fill you in on a little bit about myself and how I started my Tupperware career. So I actually joined Tupperware back in September of 1999, actually. I was a 17-year-old kid who had no idea what I was getting myself into when I joined this business. And it actually turned into a career after 20 years now. So I'll kind of rewind you back to fill you in a little bit about myself. So when I'm originally from Mendota, born and raised in Mendota, Illinois, and I actually started Tupperware right out of high school. So I actually quit high school at the end of my sophomore year. I was bullied a lot in high school and decided to go ahead and go start homeschooling instead, and waited to get my driver's license, and then I quit. So I don't have a high school diploma. I did not go to college. And I also flunked speech class too, by the way. So me standing up and talking in front of people would have normally not have been anything that I would have ever considered, because my speech teacher told me to never take up public speaking. So me standing in front and like doing these videos too, just so you know, is a little bit out of my comfort zone. But as you know, so goes leader, follows pack. So I wanted to, just kind of fill you in that you don't have to have a degree, you don't have to have a certificate, you don't have to have a degree, you don't have to even have passed speech class to be able to do this business and be successful at it. So when I first, started Tupperware, I lived at home. I was babysitting and doing the homeschooling. So I kind of stumbled across the kiosk in the Peru Mall. And the woman who welcomed me into Tupperware, her name's Gwen Davis. God rest her soul. She passed away back in 2003. But when she asked me to join Tupperware, I don't really think she realized how old I was. So when she asked me to say yes, I kind of had sucker. I always say I had sucker imprinted on my forehead because I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I wanted free stuff, and that's what she said, was that you could get a bunch of free stuff and make money. I'm like, okay, why not? However, 17, I wasn't going to have people that were going to buy Tupperware from me, amongst friends. So I asked my mom to have, some people over to her house. So she invited coworkers and she invited, some family. And so we had a party 7 days after I met Gwen. And actually 5 days after that, I was holding my first Tupperware party. I went on a training party with her. I kind of mocked everything that she did at her party. I did at mine. No idea what I was talking about because, it was all Tupperware. Now, I do love to cook. So for those of you who know, I love to cook. So this kind of came natural to me because I loved the product that much. But I really didn't know what it was when I first started. So I kind of taped the names onto, all the products, which by the way, you could do. There's nothing wrong with that. So I kind of taped the names on all the products, went about my party. And lo and behold, it was actually a really good party. So it was like almost $1,000 back in that day. And so I was hooked because I realized, holy cow, I get paid to talk, which, for those of you who know, I like to talk. So I get paid to talk and I get paid to help people. I can so do this. Like, sure, why not? So I continued on. Now, I went to a new consultant orientation, so I kind of got a little bit more knowledge on what I was supposed to be doing and how to do it. And then I also went to my very first rally. And I have to tell you, after going to my very first rally was when I realized what the big picture of Tupperware was all about. I remember going to that meeting and being in awe because they were giving a free car away. They were talking about how one girl was going to be earning a trip, the other one that just got like a $1,750 bonus. I just remember thinking, wow, these women are having a blast doing what they love, and they're making really good money. I think I want to do this. So I was raised very smartly to ask for help when you don't know what you're doing. So I had a conversation with my, I call her my Tupper mama now, but Miss Donna Lexi, my mentor and coach in Tupperware over my career. I remember talking to her after the rally, and I asked her, so can I really make money like these other women and like go on a trip? I want a free car. She said, sure, just come meet me tomorrow morning at the office and I'll go through what it's going to take in order for you to have a successful business. So 9 o'clock in the morning the next day, here I am, which by the way, I don't think she realized that I was going to show up because You know, I'm a 17-year-old kid. She was looking at me like, you know, this young kid really is serious? Yes, I was. So I remember sitting in her office and her telling me the words that I'll never forget. And she said, the only thing you have to do in order to be successful at this business is do everything that I tell you to do. Now, a typical teenager would rebel and be like, no, I'm not going to do that. However, I also realized that this woman was extremely successful in her business, and she was coaching all the rest of these other women to be just as successful. So obviously I was going to listen to her. So that started my mentorship and coaching with her that carried on for 18 years. And I have to tell you, we had so many success stories within our organization that really truly made me realize that I was doing exactly what I was meant to do, and that was to help other people. You know, when I first started, I loved the money because, you know, I was single. I could do what I wanted, and I lived at home, and, you know, I actually started making money right away. And in the first 3 months, I actually earned a car. So back then it was a little different to earn vehicles, but I earned a car in the first 3 months, but I wasn't old enough to drive it. You have to be 21 in order for Tupperware to cover your insurance and your car payment. And I was 18 at the time, so needless to say, I made sure I was going to stick around for another 3 years because I wanted to drive a Tupperware car someday. I was very determined. But instead I took the cash in the meantime and I bought my own Yukon because that was the vehicle that I could drive at the time. So Tupperware bought and paid off my first vehicle. The other thing that it allowed me to do at the age of 19 was to start my retirement fund. And I have to tell you, and my mother would tell you, that at 19 years old I was making more money than her, and she had been in her job at over 30 years. So for the fact that you can seriously make a great income doing this, I'm here to tell you absolutely you can. The only thing you have to do is a 4-letter word, and that's work. You know, and that was the one thing that I realized, that if I treated this like a job, it would pay me like that. And it certainly did do that. So, you know, I started my retirement fund at the age of 19 and was truly, absolutely loving what I was doing because I was helping other people along the way. Helping my customers get our amazing products. You know, Tupperware has our lifetime warranty products. If it's chipped, cracked, breaking, or peeling, or warping, they'll replace it for free. Our products save people time, they save people space, they save people waste. You know, you name it, our products do it for people. So being able to help my customers, being able to help my hostesses get all of the free stuff and then some that they wanted. You know, that was another thing that truly fueled my fire, was to be able to, you know, continue to help the people along the way. Now, the other thing it did was it allowed me to welcome people to the team. And that's where the big picture really came into light, because I realized, you know, from the very beginning that this business is it's not necessarily about the product. Now, we have an amazing product, but the business is truly about the people. And for those of you who are going to start to do a little bit of history hunting on the Tupperware company, you're going to realize, you know, that Earl Tupper created the product, but there was a woman by the name of Brownie Wise who was the first woman to be on the Forbes cover magazine way back in, you know, the 60s. She created the Tupperware party. But she also had mentioned that if you build the people will build the business. And that's truly what I did over the past, you know, 18 years, was built a team of people. You know, that truly is what helped continue to keep me, you know, growing over the years, because, you know, I got married along the way, married young, and quickly realized that Tupperware was always going to be my saving grace. For those of you who are going to know a little bit about me, you'll realize now I am divorced. You know, I married my ex-husband, again, at a young age. I had my own personal, you know, business and everything together, and he did not. And, you know, the one thing that I realized was this business truly could help you through some very dark times. And I'm very blessed to say that, you know, I was given an amazing amount of confidence throughout the years doing this, and the support system that was around me truly is what helped kind of fuel me through some really not good times in my personal life. And Tupperware was always my happy place. So I did have 2 blessings out of lots of lessons, and I have 2 daughters. Currently they are 8 and 5. And the beauty is, you know, this business has allowed me to be able to leave a bad situation to be able to create an even better one for my daughters, and teach them that you can be an independent woman and still be able to run a business and be able to do whatever your mindset has in place for you. So the fact that I know that this opportunity will allow me to be able to put them through college someday, along the way of helping all of you achieve your goals and dreams is truly a blessing, after all these years. So working alongside my mentor, Donna and Donna, our old business leaders, they actually retired 2 years ago, and being the fact that I was loyal all these years, Tupperware granted me the opportunity to be able to take over and leave the True Vision legacy behind, and I started our True Destiny Incorporated business. So the one thing that I'm going to tell you, this was always the path. I've been through every title: consultant manager, star manager, executive manager, director, star director, and now having the opportunity to be a business leader is truly a blessing, to be able to help each and every one of you achieve your goals and dreams. I've done so much because of this business, the cars, the houses, the money, the this, the that, the trips. It's all happened because of Tupperware, so for the fact that now we're able to continue to grow and be able to add trophies and ribbons and awards and certificates because of the fact that, all the roots that we have instilled, from our old business leaders at True Vision, we created True Destiny. And actually it's very fitting that we have a tree back here, because our tree actually is the symbol for True Destiny. So for those of you who know a little bit, you're going to start to hear, that the tree of life is our symbol. So I want you to just realize that our roots that were planted, that those many years ago when I first started, is what has continued to carry on. So as you can start your journey in Tupperware, just know that I'm here to help. I've been very blessed to be able to help many people who've come into the business and done a lot and are still with us, and some who've done a little bit and, tried it and realized that it might necessarily not have been for them, and they left the business. But we've had so many success stories over the years, and we're looking to create more. So, if you're looking to put children through college, looking to buy a new home, looking to pay off your home, get out of debt, drive a new car, let us know. That's what we're here for. We're here to help. So just know that the road map to True Destiny has not been a smooth one, but it certainly has been one that's been paved, by destiny. When I was able to take over back in July of 2016, it was meant to be. It's one of those, it was a bittersweet thing to be able to have to leave behind my Tupperware mentor, my Tupperware mom, but knowing that she's helped mold me into the leader that I am today, I'm very grateful for her, and I'm also very grateful for the woman who gave me the opportunity, because if it weren't for her and it weren't for all of them, I wouldn't be where we're at today, and that's being able to help all of you achieve your goals and your dreams. So I look forward to seeing you at one of our upcoming events. Don't forget to text me the text code. The text code for this video is True Destiny, because we're hoping that you giving Tupperware a try can be your true destiny, and we'll be able to help you achieve your goals and your dreams. So welcome again to our team, and I look forward to being of service to you and helping you along the way. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.